Hey everyone, Mukluk here. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and I've got your Guild Wars 2 patch notes for the day. Let's just jump right into it. Added a vendor for items from previous April Fool's celebrations in Hooligan's Rout in Lion's Arch. New cats visible while under the effect of the Chatoyant Elixir or similar effects have been added to each major city. For those that are not aware, in previous years there was an April Fool's thing where you could drink a potion and see giant cats the size of Godzilla scattered around Tyria. So if you've never seen that, it is a trip, and it appears that they've added some new ones. Profession skills. Engineer. Throw mine. Increase cooldown from 15 to 30 seconds in World v World only. This is an ability that will do exactly what it sounds like. It throws a mine, for those of you who don't play Engineer, and then it does an explosion out from the point where it lands, which can do knockback, knock people off of cliffs, things like that. Guardian, stand your ground. This is the ability that gives stability to you and your teammates, among other things, often used in raids to give stab to your raid group. Increase cooldown from 45 to 60 seconds in PvP only. Pure of Heart. This is the ability that makes your Aegis heal you when it blocks an attack. Reduce the heal scaling from 0.3 to 0.15 in PvP only, so they're cutting that in half. Virtue of Resolve. This is one of the Guardian profession mechanics, one of their auras, as some might call it, where it constantly heals nearby teammates, and they can activate it for a larger emergency heal. They've reduced the heal scaling of it from 1.4 to 1.0 in PvP only. Shield of Judgment. This is the Guardian Shield Skill 4 that fires a wave in front of you from your shield that does some minor damage and gives protection and Aegis to your allies. They've reduced the protection duration from this ability from 4 seconds to 2 seconds in PvP only, halving that. Permeating Wrath. This trait buffs the class mechanic of the Guardian, where every couple of hits they do burning. This trait makes it take less hits to do burning and buffs the burning. They reduce the burning duration from 4 seconds to 2 in PvP only. This one doesn't surprise me at all. Both Condi Dragon Hunters and Condi Firebrands have been extremely popular this season. They can unload their burning stacks onto targets faster than any other condition class at the moment. And that's a game-wide thing. That's not just PvP. That's in PvE and World v World as well. But we'll have to see what this does to it, because they get their burning from a lot of different sources, and we'll see how much of an effect this has. Eternal Armory. Reduce the burning duration from 4 seconds to 2 in PvP only. Eternal Armory is the trait that buffs the Guardian's spirit weapons. So when they drop down their sword that spins around, this is basically makes it stronger, reduce cooldown, and also it will apply more burning. Sword of Justice, which is the thing I was just talking about and is the most popular of all of the Guardian spirit weapons. They reduce the ammunition count from 3 to 2 in PvP only, and increase the cooldown between skill uses from 1 second to 5 seconds in PvP only. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So 5-second usage between using both your charges, and you've got 2 charges you can hold instead of 3. That was definitely one of their go-to abilities to unload a lot of burning. They do have many others, but I'm very curious to see. I honestly don't know that these 3 are going to have a huge impact on the meta. Or sorry, these 4 actually, but these 3 here, I'm very curious to see what these would do. Necromancer. Flesh of the Master. Reduce minion health bonus from 50 to 25% PvP only. Flesh of the Master is a trait that increases minion hit points by 50%. Very strong if you're using a lot of minions, obviously. Recently, Bunker Scourge has become very popular in PvP, using a bunch of minions with the Scourge's ability to, do minor healing to nearby allies, which includes their minions, and also constantly put out barriers, which also shields their minions. It was actually pretty hard to cleave those little guys down, and with many abilities having a target cap, for example, if I drop down a Viper's Nest on my Condi Ranger, it hits 3 targets. So if there's 5 minions and 2 players there's a decent chance I'm not even going to hit the players. So this doesn't surprise me. I still think they'll do okay, but we will see. Death Nova. Reduce the power coefficient from 0.6 to 0.45 in PvP only. Now, Death Nova is a trait that does two things. It is when you kill an enemy, it summons a jagged horror minion from their body, something you don't see as often in PvP, but the second part of it is whenever one of your minion dies, it explodes and leaves a poison field for a few seconds, so they're reducing the damage of that explosion a little bit. Revenant. Charged Miss. Reduce energy gain from 25 to 10 in PvP only. And Charged Mist reads, invoking a legend while at or below the energy threshold will grant extra energy to your new legend. So if you're below 10 energy when you swap, you used to gain 25. Now it's going to only be 10. Phase Traversal. Increase cooldown from 5 to 12 seconds in PvP only. Phase Traversal is the legendary Assassin Stance ability, where they teleport to their target. I believe it works even through walls as long as there's a path, so very good on certain maps in PvP, and they are dramatically increasing the cooldown of that, more than double. Surge of the Mists. Increase cooldown from 20 to 25 seconds in PvP only. Surge of the Miss is the Revenant Staff 5 skill, where they spin the staff and charge forward, and during the time that they're charging, they will knock aside any allies in front of them, during the time they are charging, they will knock aside any enemies that they pass through, and they will also evade incoming attacks. Infuse Light. Reduce duration of damage inversion effect from 3 to 2 seconds in PvP only. Oh, I like to see it. I like to see it. I would have changed this in a different way. So what this is or I should say part of the Herald Healing Kit. And when they activate this, they get a heal, and also any incoming damage heals them. So if they've got a ton of conditions on them, or if they're under fire from a lot of people and they activate this, they shoot to full health, and it's like the fight starts over. What I would like to see, and this is just a me thing, I would love if this had a cap. And the reason for that is you can have a Herald run through 30, 40 people in World v. World, and to activate this, they're basically invulnerable until it wears off. You know, it's not a boon, you can't remove it, and even if there's 40 people hitting them, until the timer runs out, they can't die. And I would love to see it have a cap, like maybe once it's done their full hit point bar one time, maybe even 2 times, and it cuts out early. That would still be incredibly strong and would not affect 1v1s. But they have reduced the cooldown by 1 second. That will have an effect on gameplay. We'll see what happens. Energy Expulsion. Reduce knockback distance from 450 to 100 in PvP only. Energy Expulsion, that is part of the Centaur stance. That's where they make the tablet that they summon explode. It does a knockback on enemies and drops some items that heal allies if they run over them. The fact that they are reducing the knockback, they recently reduced a lot of the knockbacks for Ranger. I wonder if this is to kind of get away from the bunker decapping meta, where someone moves onto your point, they just constantly bump you off of it and decap it, even though they can't actually ever kill you. But we will see. Blinding Truths. This trait now has an internal cooldown of 10 seconds in PvP only. And Blinding Truths is a salvation trait that blinds nearby foes when you use a healing skill. Black Lion Trading Company Gem Store. New items and promotions. The employees of the Black Lion stables have traveled to the far corners of Tyria to make a whole new collection of mounts available to players. A new mount license is available in 2 varieties. The Lost Era mount adoption licenses will allow players to claim a random mount skin from the Lost Era and are available in the style category for 400 gems. Let's take a look at what mounts are in here. We've got the Dark Mist Prowler, the Veiled Chameleon, the Tidal Lightpaw. Oh, my DirectX 12 add-on. It does not like this. Desert Sheba. Oh my gosh, that's going to be popular. The Exalted Sea Sentry. The Open Ocean Glaucus? What are you? It's got a cute face. I don't know what that is. The Sinister Feline. You know what? Yeah. It looks like someone told this cat to act like a rabbit, and he's pissed about it. Phosphor Coast Osprey. That's very pretty. The Crested Sutherland. The Flame Brushed Roller Beetle. Oreen's Prismatic Skyscale. Again, we're getting a little bit of some haze there from my DirectX 12 add-on. That is not what it looks like in the game. Stargaze, the Gilded Shortfang, the Luminous Raider, looks like it was in Nuclear Waste or something, and the Tundra Grimalkin. Second up is the Lost Era Mount Select licenses, which allow players to select a mount skin from the Lost Era set, which we just went over, and are available for 1,200 gems each. For a limited time, the new Etherbound weapon collection is available from Blackline Weapon Specialists for 1 Blackline claim ticket per weapon. Tickets can be found in Blackline chest. Keys are available in the utility, blah, 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 blah. We know how to get keys. Etherbound weapon collection. Alright, Etherbound weapon collection. Let's take a look. Axe, longbow, shortbow. Oh, I like these. Dagger, focus, greatsword. Now, this is one of the times I'm really liking my DirectX 12 add-on. It cannot be contained by the equipment preview window. I like that greatsword. Etherbound hammer, mace, pistol, rifle, scepter, shield, staff, sword. Oh my. Oh my. That's a beauty. Torch, warhorn. I don't know if I feel safe putting this warhorn up to my mouth, honestly. Alright. For limited time, the Etherbound gauntlets, Etherbound greaves, and the Etherbound pauldrons are available in the style category, 500 gems each. And the March daily sales continue today, which again is Tuesday, March 23rd. You can enhance your mount stables with 30% off mount adoption and mount select licenses for exotic breeds, Istani Isles, and New Horizons set, which can be seen here. And there you can see the timer right there for how much time is left on those. The Blackline chest has been updated to the Mystic Spring chest and can be previewed for a full list of its contents. Gnashblade's exotic weapon grab bag returns as the guaranteed item for the duration of the Mystic Spring chest event. Here is the grab bag. Extremely rare. It's precursors. If you're not familiar with them, they are the items that can be upgraded into a legendary. Dawn and Dusk especially are worth tons of money. They're all worth quite a bit of money, but they range from like 50 gold to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of gold. Aside from that, let's see, we've got, many different exotic weapons in here. Just absolute tons of them. Let's see. The new Mystic Smoking Pipe Warhorn skin is available as an uncommon drop for the duration of this event. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. The only Warhorn I've seen near that size that jumps to mind is Verderok, which is the Generation 2 Legendary Warhorn, which is the size of a tuba. I might have to get this, just play around with it for a while. The Seven Reapers Pauldron returns as an uncommon drop for the duration of this chest. The Desert King and Morderem weapon collections are available for the duration of this chest. Let me give you a quick run through here. All of the following are Desert King, the Warhorn, the Torch. Oh, I like the little Anubises that are holding fire. The Sword, I really like that. The Staff. The Shield. Little Anubises again. The Scepter. The Rifle. How does that look in your hand? Very nice. Makes me think of Stargate. All of these make me think of Stargate. SG-1 chat. Pistol. Mace. Greatsword. Does make anyone else think of Klingons? Focus. Oh my gosh, it's a whip. Oh my gosh. If you're not RPing with this focus, what are you doing with your life? Dagger. Shortbow. Longbow. Axe. And now the Morderem weapons. Warhorn. Yet another that I would not want near my face. Torch. Sword. Staff. Ew, it's got little chompers on the end. Shield? Wait, how do you hold that? That looks just like, that looks just like a piece of crap off the ground. Scepter. Rifle. Pistol. Mace. Greatsword. Ew. Focus. Dude, all of these make me ew. Dagger. Shortbow. Longbow. Axe. Unused versions of the Glyph of Alchemy and the Glyph of Overload are available as rare drops for the duration of this chest. A reminder, if you get one of these glyphs, that if you haven't equipped it yet, you can sell it. The glyphs are usually worth quite a bit of money. The items available in exchange for Blackline statuettes have been updated. Blackline statuettes are redeemable by using the statuette and blah, 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 blah. This is the window I opened from using one of my Blackline statuettes. The Vermilion Blaze Greatsword appears to have been added to this window. Very, very pretty weapon. The Elemental Sword as well. The Hounds of Balthazar Mail Carrier, which apparently is not showing up at the preview window very well. And the Fallen Balthazar package, which you can see here, if you would like to get stuck in doorways. The bonus collection has been updated to a selection of town clothes outfits, including but not limited to the casual hoodie clothing outfit, a layered vest clothing outfit, and the cherry blossom clothing outfit. Bug fixes. We reduced the volume on the Eternal Mandela Glider's deployment sound effects. It was very loud. It was very loud. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more modest now. I could barely hear it. Before, it was like, BWONG! Alright, late notes. So these were a smaller patch later on. Living World. The number of Prismatium ingots required to craft the Fairy Dragon Slayer and Ice Dragon Slayer weapons has reduced. Oh, this was actually like 2 days ago. So these are late that they're sharing the notes, but this patch was a couple days ago. But yeah, sure, let's cover this here, because I thought this was too small to have its own video. The number of Prismatium ingots required to craft the Fury Dragon Slayer and Ice Dragon Slayer weapons, the newest sets from Living World, was reduced from 10 to 5, halving how much it takes to make them. The Prismatium ingot recipe has been updated to require 5 Prismaticite crystals instead of 10. So halving it again. So it's taking a quarter as many Prismaticite crystals to make the full set as it did before. This was prompted by someone on the forums did the math, and this wasn't a topic I was following that closely, but I believe it took like 8,000 gold to make those collections. So for the people that were just wanting to make them for the sake of collections and achievement hunters, they were not happy about that. And it was a small uproar on the forums, and they were like, you know what, you're right, we did not mean to make it that insane. We're going to tone it down. So, let's see, Daily Responder Dragon... let's see. An alternative Prismatium ingot recipe that uses more Prismaticite crystals and fewer Orichalcum is available from the Omicon vendor in the Eye of the North. And the Daily Dragon Responder achievement now rewards 10 Prismaticite crystals instead of 6, so your income has been increased as well. That means the value of Prismaticite will probably go down since the supply is going up. Fixed an issue that prevented the search bar from displaying in the customized window for legendary upgrades in non-legend gear, and fixed a bug that prevented Pepper Seed from reappearing in Thunderhead Peaks. Thank God. Thank God. We've all been looking for that Pepper Seed. All right. And with that, that is everything for today. Those are your patch notes for Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. If you've got any more info on any of this stuff that you think I missed that the community needs to know, please put it in the comments, share the knowledge, and hope y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all next time.